about this influencer that doesn't have an actual particular passion in their life advertise a hoodie to you?
Shave down there, or shave here, or shave like this. I got this from the TikTok shop. Tell me why I shaved everywhere. Now I shave so smooth I slip down the street.
Every few months, there's a new thing that everyone thinks that they need. And in this case, it's watches. But we've seen drinks trend like matcha. We've seen toys, shoes, or some type of product or pair of clothing that for some reason everyone wants to have as soon as possible. It's never this serious, bro. Why is Michael Beasley here? And then for like 2 weeks, the whole internet acts like it's incomplete without it. Then once everyone gets it, it either becomes irrelevant or is considered dirt since everyone already has it. And right now, it's this new Swatch drop, but it was literally matcha and Labubus last year. And we can't forget about Stanley Cups, J's, and even Sambas trended for a little bit with the whole fashion community. And trends come and go, but every time something trends, you should already know that there's always going to be people that's going to fiend for it like oxygen in their lung. But it's never anything special. It's always the same cycle. And of course, in this state of the world, they got motherfuckers worried about a designer watch. It's all for hype and identity. Then when it's booming for resales, people will either use that to flex or satisfy their spending addiction. You can't even go more than 2 scrolls on TikTok nowadays without a bunch of ads. Whether it's for some whitening strips or some clothes, they just bombard you with reasons why you need stuff that you don't really need. When TikTok Shop first came out, I would occasionally buy things, but it's gotten so bad I don't even trust half the products they're selling on there no more. This mic was from TikTok Shop, and let's be real, a lot of these people don't even want the item that badly, but because everyone else is trying to catch a trend and be a part of something, people will be in the line before the item even drops just to get it. They are literally breaking through barricades for a pocket watch. This is stupid. This is dumb, bro. This is dumb, bro. Whether it's for some type of credibility or just to resell it or for some cool points, it doesn't matter. They're gonna find any reason to buy it. There's no reason there should be this many people lined up like a hive mind pushing through for a cheaper version of a designer watch. So now a $400 watch can turn into people camping outside a Swatch all day. It's like the obsession with Pokemon cards, but instead it's some Toys R Us looking ass watches. It's not even about telling time because we all have phones, but now I won't be surprised when other designer brands start dropping their broke boy exclusives to get people to buy them. But to be serious, do what you want with your money, but this is more about being a part of something, this fake large event, and this overspending is just proof of being another goofy participant. This brain dead consumerism is why the rich keeps getting richer. Swatch teaming with Audemars Baguettes works because AP is normally this elite luxury watch that no one could really get, but then Swatch comes in and makes a colorful, cheaper, bummy version that looks like some Ben 10 off-brand bullcrap. Now regular people can feel like they're buying some expensive fancy item, but the access is still controlled. They intentionally got limited stores and limited amounts of watches to have people acting all crazy. 20 watches sold out. They only put out 20 of these. And look at all these people. Look at all these people, bro. This is more people than I have subscribers. And suddenly, affordable luxury becomes its own kind of competition. Just another way to keep people moving like some zombies. Because when something is scarce, suddenly the desire multiplies. Mind you, it's a regular little pocket watch. People hear something's about to sell out and start getting FOMO. Day by day, I see why this country is going to where it's going to. That's how consumerism gets you. It turns every purchase into anxiety. And if you just walk into any regular store, they be doing the same thing. I mean, they've been doing this for a while now, making things look limited edition or doing deals that make no sense where you can only save $1. Like the Labubus was genius because it combined everything this generation wants. And if you got one, don't be offended by this, but you got them demonic, ugly looking dolls that every celebrity sat there and co-signed. Mind you, the boxes were randomized. And then because it's a collectible and was limited, it had people in a frenzy. But don't forget, you could also have it as a charm for your bag. I guess that makes it better. So kids and adults could all rock these little fuzzy Furby looking things, and it was just normalized for a whole year. And that's the formula: make something look somewhat affordable and I guess kind of look nice to make up for it, then slap a limited edition somewhere on it and you got a hit. Oh, and you can't forget, you got to get a celebrity to co-sign it that's probably fallen off already and make them look somewhat rare. And then the fact that they come in randomized boxes is crazier than y'all think, since half the time you won't even know what you're buying. You're gambling. And it's pretty crazy how normalized gambling is, because imagine going through all that and you still don't get the one you want, so you keep buying more. Matcha was just another example. Since there's nothing wrong with the drink itself, and I've never even had one to really speak on if it's good or bad, I guess people like the taste, the color, the aesthetic, but the whole obsession made it bigger than a drink. This aesthetic tied directly into young kids and adults, and it blew up all over social media, since it's basically just green coffee, and it becomes a whole personality trait of having good taste and looking healthy at the same time. People use products to tell other people what they are. They let their money talk for them and show that they're hip with the culture. It's like a Facebook mom finding filters for the first time. The problem is not liking things or spending money, but using these things that you buy to become someone or have some kind of identity is backwards. You can't find yourself by finding things outside of yourself. I feel like this attachment to any form of media changes how you buy things. Realistically, we shouldn't need every nice looking thing that comes on the market, but all these hauls and reviews convince people that they're missing out on something if they don't. Every trend is damn near religious. People be lined up to defend these products and buy them while shaming people who don't. But funny enough, will these same people be lined up to vote in a few months? Or like with everything else, be MIA once the trend dies again? And that's why this consumerism culture is mad empty. Seeing those lines of people and everyone acting crazy is another example of how far gone people are. The devotion be so intense, but it's short-lived. And the gratification is also short-term, because we don't actually love most of these things. Most people are not addicted to Swatch, or matcha, or Labubu, but the idea of something new and trendy sounds nice to anyone. It's like people see everyone else doing it, so they convince themselves it must be good or life-changing. It's that hive mind that's ruining society. A saying that we all know is that if your friends jump off the bridge, are you gonna jump too? And that's why I really don't like people that can't think for themselves. If you genuinely wanted a $400 colorful pocket watch, all power to you, but I know that's cap. The idea of novelty gives people like an emotional reset. It's like a chase to be a part of a culture, and I know I'm not above it. Everyone participates in consumerism somehow or some way. It's how the world is able to run. I've had my moments spending a little extra on Uber Eats or cologne or clothes that I really don't need to be buying. But the point is not that buying things is evil. We all buy things, and I think splurging every now and then is fine. But to splurge at any sign of something new and trendy that can disappear just as fast as it came is wild. Especially when no one in the past decade has been like, yo, you trying to buy that new pocket watch, dude? I mean, everyone else is buying it, bro. So if you don't buy it, then you kind of a loser, bro. What are y'all talking about? The scary part is, why does belonging feel so tied to consumption? This generation is lonely, overwhelmed, anxious, and completely lost about the future. So these new products may give a certain look or feeling of inclusiveness, and this consumerism only works because it offers cheap identity where people can attach themselves to everything else outside of themselves. Like, you don't even have to become interesting. You could just buy interesting stuff. Or why even think for yourself when other people could do it for you? That's why AI is doing so well too. People want whatever is easy and fast. It's in our nature. The sad part is most people won't care for something unless everyone else is. We are the generation of consumerism. We may not have invented it, but this generation turned consumption into the worst version of itself. The Swatch is not even a watch. Boo-boos aren't some cool collectible, but they're symbols of the bigger picture. A way to be easily tapped in and fit a role, and if you miss out on, then you're simply out the loop. Like when you were a new kid and everyone had the new shoes except for you. So the saddest part is, people will continue to chase these highs of all these new products. And instead of looking inwards for their own self-belonging, they're chasing proof that they still belong in a world that tries to define it for you.
Wow, that was so powerful. Academy
What?
Award.
I can't crack on the first date? What are you, some nut?